Good afternoon and welcome to this virtual meeting of the Executive of Allerdale Borough Council. My name is Gail Roach, I'm the Democratic Services Manager, and for the purpose of today's meeting, I am also the host assisting the committee with the use of technology. We are currently being live streamed on YouTube and a recording will be made afterwards on the Council's website. Shortly, I will hand you over to the Chair to formally start the meeting, but first some introductions. Can I ask all attendees please to introduce themselves, starting with the members. Councillor Cook, please.
Councillor John Cook, portfolio holder for leisure and tourism.
Councillor Fitzgerald.
Good afternoon, Councillor Marion Fitzgerald, policy holder for strategy and human resources.
Councillor Johnson.
Good afternoon, Councillor Mike Johnson, Deputy Leader of the Council.
Councillor Lister.
Good afternoon, Jim Lister, Executive Member for Legal and Finance.
Councillor Markley.
Good afternoon, Councillor Tony Markley, portfolio holder for environment.
Councillor Pitcher.
Good afternoon, Councillor Alan Pitcher, portfolio holder for customer experience and innovation.
Thank you. And now the officers, please. Andrew Seekins.
Afternoon, Andrew Seekins, Chief Executive Officer.
Sharon Sewell.
Good afternoon, Sharon Sewell, Monitoring Officer.
Catherine Nicholson.
Good afternoon, Catherine Nicholson, Section 151 Officer.
Nick Hardy.
Good afternoon, I'm Nick Hardy, I'm Assistant Chief Executive for Policy Performance and Economic Strategy.
Brendan Carlin.
Good afternoon, I'm Brendan Carlin and I'm the Assistant Chief Executive for Innovation and Commercial.
Paul Wood.
Good afternoon, I'm Paul Wood, Programme Director, Transformation and Operating Model.
And Kevin Kerrigan.
Good afternoon, Kevin Kerrigan, Programme Director for Workington.
We also have officers supporting from the communications team. Thank you. Please can everyone remain on mute throughout the meeting unless you're intending to speak. Please use the raised hand icon to indicate if you wish to speak and only do so when requested to by the Chair. Once you've finished speaking, please can you remember to lower the hand. I will now hand you over to the Chair to formally start the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Executive meeting today, Wednesday, the 13th of January 2021. As previously stated, my name is Councillor Mike Johnson, and I am the Chair of the Executive. You have been introduced to the members and officers in attendance today. Moving on to the agenda. Item 1, the minutes. To agree as a correct records, the minutes of the meeting held on the 25th of November 2020, I will assume that all members are in agreement with the minutes unless they use the raise hand function to indicate that they wish to speak. Can members please indicate now? There's no indication, so thank you. The minutes are approved. Item 2, apologies for absence. Do we have any apologies, please, Gail?
No apologies, Chair. Everyone's present.
Thank you. Item 3, declaration of interests. Can attendees please use the raise hand function to indicate if you wish to make a declaration? I wish to declare an interest in item 8, the AIP Business Plan 2020 to 2025, due to being a board member. Councillor Fitzgerald?
Yes, thank you, Chair. I also declare an interest in item 8 as I'm a director of the Allerdale Investment Partnership.
Thank you. Item 4, questions. Sorry, Councillor Alan Pitcher.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would just like to declare slight interest in the Overview and Scrutiny Committee report on the basis that I was part of the Task and Finish group for the investigation done previously until I got elevated into the executive. Thanks.
Thank you, Alan. Item 4, questions. Do we have any questions, please?
No questions have been received, Chair.
Thank you, Gail. Item 5, members' announcements. Do any of the executive members have any announcements? Please use the raised hand function to indicate. There's no hands raised, so we'll move on. Item 6, Allerdale Borough Council Household Waste and Recycling Policy. Councillor Markley, please.
Thank you, Chairman. The Council has a responsibility known as duty of care to ensure that it manages all waste collected in a responsible manner and in accordance with all relevant legalisation. The Council's household waste and recycling collection policy sets out how we will achieve and ensure that we have a consistent approach to waste services so that they can operate efficiently and effectively across the Borough of Allerdale. The policy has three main aims, which are: firstly, reduce the amount of total waste and recycling at source before it is collected. Then maximise the use of recycling within the total waste and recycling collected, and reduce the amount of waste going to landfill in line with the waste hierarchy. The policy includes a set of rules and standards that the authority uses to deliver all collections in a customer-focused way, whilst recognising the need to provide enhanced services to those in genuine need. It also considers the need to protect the environment and the health and safety of the public and our staff who operate the scheme. The household waste and recycling collection policy sets out specific activity that will be undertaken to work towards achieving the objectives set out in the Council strategy. Therefore, it is recommended that members approve the household waste policy and household waste and recycling policy as presented at Appendix A. Can I please move the motion, please? Thank you, Chairman.
Councillor Fitzgerald?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I'm happy to second it. Can I speak as well, please?
You can indeed, yes.
Okay. I just thought this would be a very good opportunity to pay tribute to Allerdale Waste Services and the very professional manner in which they've managed to sustain the service during such a difficult time for the whole country. And I think it's been particularly impressive since the actual start of trading for Allerdale Waste Services coincided with the first lockdown. So I'd just like to congratulate everyone who's been involved in that, from the crews to the management of Allerdale Waste Services, and also the representatives from Allerdale Borough Council who've been overseeing the contract from the council side. And just to add, the climate change group that's been recently formed has been working with the comms team on improving the information that's available on the council's website in relation to recycling. And there are plans in the near future to start a campaign to raise public awareness about the benefits of recycling efficiently and making it clear to people how we can all play our part in reducing the amount of waste that goes to landfill. So yes, I'm very happy to second this policy.
Thank you, Councillor Fitzgerald. I would just like to say we saw how important household waste and recycling are to this authority and local people. When we first took control of the council back in 2019, the situation that we inherited was a difficult one. Since then, however, we have established Allerdale Waste Services successfully, and this policy is now the next step in delivering service improvements and greater clarity for the residents of Allerdale. As an executive, we are committed to delivering outstanding local services and creating a cleaner, greener Allerdale. This policy is a great example of how we can combine two of our key strategic priorities to make a real difference. I welcome the introduction of this policy, and I hope that we can use this as a platform to drive further changes in the future that support our wider strategic ambitions for Allerdale as a whole. So for the vote, I will assume that all members are in agreement with the motion unless they use the raise hand function to indicate that they wish to speak. Please indicate now. There are no raised hands, so the motion is approved. I now move that under section 100A of the Local Government Act 1972, the public be excluded from the meeting for the following agenda items on the grounds that it may involve the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraph 3 of part 1 of schedule 12.